Okay guys, the main common tendency we're gonna be talking about here is for the individual that always changes direction on their dinks. Keep in mind what's in front of you. Keep in mind where your gains are with both opponents. If you have a gain over the person in front of you, you should be isolating the person in front of you. If you have a gain with the person cross court, you should be dinking them cross court. So think about where's the little advantages, and I think that will kind of tell you where to dink. But focus on understanding where you're at in the dink point. If you're in control, if you're not in control, if it's at neutral, if you should be hitting lift dinks, push dinks. But know that it doesn't have to be over complex when you dink. And if you find that you're getting inconsistent with your dinking, it's probably because you're changing direction way too often.
Yeah, I think the big thing is not that changing direction is bad. There's a time and a place for that. If you're in a pattern that maybe you don't want to be, maybe your only option is to change that pattern, which is okay. I think the big thing is just acknowledging anytime we change direction, we are taking a little bit more risk. So we want to be very calculated about when we change direction, why we change direction, and how to do that so we're minimizing our risk. We're going to show you some great things for how to take your opponents out of their rhythm as well without taking too much risk with complicating our own patterns.
Okay guys, so what's going to take place here is that both Kyle and I are going to be dinking cross court. We're going to be alternating feet. This is a great drill for both of us to be disciplined with our location, to be precise with our location, but we're just going to add some variety here, alternating feet, and the best way to really find your location on your dink is by either leading with your palm and trusting the hand positioning, or trusting that the ball will go based on where your palm is facing, or leading or having the knuckles facing at your target. So forehand is palm, backhand is knuckles. Okay, rock and roll, here we go. Alternating, inside, outside, inside, outside. We can be taking dinks out of the air, we can be taking dinks off the bounce. Both Kyle and I are gonna be basing our lift or our push dink off of time and off of where it's at on our body.
One thing that's noteworthy too, guys, is when we're going cross court, we may do a push dink, we may do a lift dink, depends on what sort of ball we're playing. But if you notice, almost all of our middle dinks are going to be lift dinks. I have less distance. It's pretty difficult for me to go on my inside foot and do a push dink here.
Also too, something that I'm trying to do is, because dinking shallow and dinking shallow middle has a lot of value, so I'm trying to really get Kyle lunging in, and then it makes that next ball a little tougher. So try to get them to really lunge in and hit that nice middle reset ball. That way they now have to make this adjustment to get out to that wide one.
And I've felt that pressure on some of these shots where when he's bringing me out wide, it's a bigger ask for me to have to get on my horse, collect my momentum, and get that ball back cross court.
Also too, you see how both Kyle and I really don't cross on the right side. Why? It's very uncomfortable to cross over here and to go like across your body. So you'll notice that as we're dinking on the backhand side and as we get pulled out of position, it's much more natural to want to cross over with the right foot on your non-dominant side. And it's easier to be stepping across because it's much more natural as it comes across your body, versus on the forehand side, it's almost like you're fighting your body, if that makes sense.
I think it messes with the contact point a little bit, right? Seems like the forehand side, you have a tendency, you can take it later, which is no good, but on that backhand side, it keeps it out in front, so more appropriate to use that crossover step.
A few more here. Okay, again, wide, middle, middle, wide, wide, middle, middle, wide. Let's go this side. Okay, same drill here, other side, same drill here, other side. Okay, inside, pulls me out of position, cross over. Okay, only crossing over if we really need it. Nice, that's a good ball, Chief. Digging for gold down there, I'll tell you what.
About as aggressive as I can play that thing. You got it back, which is the impressive thing. I think it was behind you.
Nice, good. Good, moving him side to side. He's moving me, short, shallow. Use that crossover step. Short, shallow, use that crossover step. Nice. Yeah, and I would say that I'm really only using the crossover step if I find myself really outside of zone 1. If I'm outside of zone 1 and I find myself out here kind of digging, or call it chasing for trash, this is a great time to really give yourself some more time and use this little cheat step, make contact, use this weight, to have you facing back at the ball across court, and then get your belly button facing back at the ball as well.
It's a great way to cut off the angle. If you think about a dink that comes over and bounces here, if Tyson kicks that crossover step, he can cut the angle off and then recover. If he didn't, if he shuffled all the way, that ball and the angle is going to open up to where he's going to be making contact out here, which puts him out of position for his next shot.
Like it. Couple more here. Go ahead, go ahead. Let's go middle, wide. Good, beautiful, good, good. And I would say that if it's inside of zone 1 and zone 2, or if it's at zone 1 here and I have plenty of time, I'm always going to be taking it with a side shuffle. I'm only going to be using that crossover step when I find myself outside of zone 1. Okay? Ready here? Middle, wide. Good. Okay, here. Right. Yeah, good. Yeah, here. Working on that cross dink. Nice, good, good, good. It's good ball. Ready, good, I like it. All right, guys, drill here is going to be, I'm acting as a teacher, Coach Kyle is acting as a student. My job is just to dink back cross. I can dink back really anywhere across, so I have no general direction on where I'm dinking. It's just cross court. Coach Kyle is being very selective on his dinking, and he's working the pattern here where he's dinking 4 to my outside foot, and then when he recognizes that I'm very comfortable on my outside foot, he's going to keep me honest by dinking 2 balls to my inside foot. So essentially here it's going to be 4 to my right foot and then 2 to my left. Once he gets 1 set in, then we're going to change roles. I would get 4 to his right foot and then 2 to his inside foot, and then we change roles. It's going to look just like this. He's got 1, 2, 3. Got 3, 4. Beautiful. 1 and 2. Simple as that. He's just working on 4 directional dinks to my outside foot and then 2 directional dinks to my inside foot. Now we're changing roles. I'm going 4 wide. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 to the middle. 1 and 2. Change roles, same thing. He's going 4 here. 1, 2. Beautiful, good, good, good. Okay, now he's going middle. Good. See how Kyle rolls the forehand dink. He even rolls the forehand dink to my inside foot. But notice that when he rolls, he has time. So you can only use spin there if you have some time. You can create these dinks with any spin. You can create these dinks with any sort of shape, whether it's push or lift. But just keep in mind that if you're gonna be offensive with your dinking, or if you're gonna add spin, you have to have your sly. You have to be stable in the correct location, and the ball has to be in yellow. So make sure that you're selective on those push dinks. Okay. 4 to his outside foot. There's 3. There's 4. Now I'm going inside foot. There's 1. There's 2. Beautiful. Same drill here. Changing sides. Kyle's going 4, 4, and then 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Beautiful. Changing roles. Same thing here. Here we go. 1, 2. Sorry, 3. Take it out of the air. 3, 4, 1 more. Inside foot, nice, and inside foot. Okay, now we're changing roles. Kyle's got 4 here. Good.
with my technique, I'm doing a couple of different things. So I'm using my one-handed dink when I'm reaching for it, because I have a little bit more balance and reach with one hand. When I use the two-hand, if you notice, I have to do a lot more work with my body and really getting my body behind the ball. If I want to dink aggressively or ever roll or do more of a push dink with some topspin, I'm not going to be able to do that reaching this way and trying to yank that ball back. So it's definitely one where I have to do a little bit more work with my legs if I want to put myself in an offensive position, being able to really roll that ball or get some extra action on it.
Mm-hmm. And so take a look at, so Kyle's stance here. So we have zone 1, let's go 2, 3, and 4. So he's talking about, zone, let's say like halfway in between zone 3 and zone 2. He can be pushing from here. But obviously just with having that extra hand, with losing a little reach, yeah, it just gets very, very difficult out there. And usually this results in the tip being overused and trying to use too much wrist. So just be very selective on if you do have a two-handed backhand dink, you just have to be very selective on what ball that you push on. And generally, it's kind of inside your body at either zone 2 or zone 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, a couple more here. He's got 4. Yeah, there's 1, perfect. There's 2, good. 3, sorry. 4, inside, nice. Good, now we're gonna change rolls. Okay, 1, also 2. I may even work my forehand dink. There's 2, 3, 4, middle. Good. So something I do, so Kyle was talking about variety with slicing and rolling. Something I do is I like to slice and roll as well, but I usually do it with 1. But since I kind of wrap my game around using my forehand. Sometimes I use my feet to get out of the way so I can find some more space to start using my forehand more. So in this setting, if I find during gameplay, if I'm not able to beat Kyle backhand cross, whether it's slicing or rolling, plan B would be starting to work a more inside out forehand dink. I can get more angle on it. I can get some more bite on it. So just, in these drills, don't be afraid to start using your forehand from this side. If you're going to be hitting an inside-out forehand dink from this side, you have to have purpose, and it has to get down, because obviously if you float this up, now it's 1 versus 2. So 4, there's 1, working my forehand, 3, nice, middle. Now we're going to change rolls. Got 1 more here. Kyle's going 4. There's 1, 2, 3. Nice. Middle. Perfect. Good. I like it. Okay, guys, game's going to be here. We're going to alternate feet, do 1 set. 1 set consists of 4 balls, alternating feet, and then we're going to play the point out. Rally scoring, game to 7. If we let a ball go wide or long, it is 1 extra bonus point for that point. And why we're saying wide, it's because anytime that we do games cross court, it would make sense that we have good tracking ability, not only going wide, but also going long. Okay, here we go. Play the point out. One little set, and we're playing it out. Inside foot, outside foot. Okay, play the point out. Oh, that's generous of you. That's very generous. 1-0. Outside, and we are live. I missed it. Okay, 1-1. Here we go. Play it out. Inside foot, outside, and we are live. Nice. Yeah, pretty. 2-1. Inside, outside, live. Still going. That's pretty good. Oh, missed it. Missed it. 2-2. Last one here, playing to 7. So we'll say this one takes it. Margaritaville Court, playing for 50,000. Ken Curry. That's a good point. That's good stuff.